Today we are going to talk about a really common type of question in short conversation, especially on tests like the TOEFL. It's called the inference question. So what is an inference? Well, sometimes in a conversation, the answer to a question isn't said directly. You cannot just repeat a word or a sentence you heard. Instead, you have to read between the lines. You need to use the clues in the conversation to figure out what someone really means. That's called making inference. Let me show you how these questions are usually posed. You might see first, what does the man imply? Second, what does the woman imply? The third, or what can be inferred from the conversation. Now, to make this clear, let's look at the simple example from our lesson. Imagine you hear this conversation. Woman, are you interested in selling your car? Man, sure, if someone has $1 million. Do you think the man really wants to sell his car for $1 million? Probably not, right? He's exaggerating. He's using overstatement because $1 million is way too much for a normal car. We can infer that he is not interested in selling his car at all. He is just being sarcastic or funny. So the inference here is the man does not want to sell his car. That's the case. First, listen for exaggeration. When someone says something extreme or impossible, it usually means the opposite. So, here the strategy for inference question. Step 1. Listen carefully to what is not directly said. Step 2. Look for clue words like opposite direction if someone had $1 million or any extreme expression. Step 3. Ask yourself, what must be true based on what I just heard? Inference question tests your ability to understand implied meaning, not just the surface word. And with a little practice, you'll get really good and that it's for the listening and example exercise for inference question.
Conversation. Man, would you be willing to lend me your notes from yesterday's biology lecture? Woman, sure, when penguins learn to fly. Question. What can be inferred from the conversation? Options. The woman will lend her notes if the man asks politely. B. The woman does not want to lend her notes at all. C. The man has already borrowed the notes from someone else. D. Penguins are able to fly in certain conditions.
Explanation of the correct answer. The correct answer is B. The woman responds with an exaggeration when penguins learn to fly, which is a humorous way of saying that the event will never happen. Therefore, she implies that she has no intention of lending her notes. This match the unit example where if someone has $1 million indicate unwillingness to sell a car. Okay. The next is explanation of incorrect answer. A is incorrect because the woman's response does not touch on any willingness to lend the notes, regardless of how politely the man asks her overstatement clearly expressed resentful. Okay, next is incorrect. C is incorrect because the conversation provides no information about whether the man has already obtained note from another person. The focus is only on the woman's reaction. Next is D is incorrect because the woman is not making a factual statement about penguins. She is using an impossible scenario to emphasize her refusal, taking her word literally without understanding the use of exaggeration.